Welcome to our YouTube channel, Moneyline with Nancy TV. This is where you get the latest updates on business, finance, economy, market, as well as investment information. If you couldn't follow us live on television, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, press the notification bell so that you can get notifications. Thank you. Enjoy this video. Welcome back to the program. Joining me right now is my guest, Samuel Agbeluyi. He's the president of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, that's CITN. Mr. Agbeluyi, good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thank you for having me this morning.
Okay, let's get started. Of course, the issue in the last few hours is that the Senate has suspended action on tax reforms bill. The president has directed his attorney general to liaise with all the stakeholders to be able to, resolve the gray areas. How do you think that, is this a setback for the tax reforms bill?
Thank you once again. It's not a setback. The bill, the economic stabilization bill, having different 4 bills embedded into it, is a massive document. And it is so substantial that every stakeholder in Nigeria must be on board. We all need to at least essentially be on the same page. It is not enough to pass a law. You must also have the end in sight when you are having a law, writing a law. And the end in sight this time around is the buy-in and the implementation of stakeholders across the country. So asking people to come together to bring their perspectives is good, and it's good because this is a democracy. So it's a good way to go. It's not a setback in any way.
Which of the bills do you think has the most gray areas and has generated the controversies? Because we have the 4 bills: the Joint Revenue Board, the Administration Bill, the Revenue Service Bill. Which of those bills do you think have generated these controversies, and why? Of course, you are the president of, the Chartered Institute of Taxation in Nigeria. Among you and your colleagues, where do you think that they've gotten a lot of feedback concerning gray areas?
Well, why the secretariat of the committee will be working on the statistic, but for me and for our institute, the brief box has been more in the area of the value-added tax. And of course, there are a lot of great areas in the value-added tax if you go through the bill. But of course, the derivation has been the major area of concern. It shouldn't mean that there are no other areas of concern, but the derivation aspect of the bill, which is the VAT administration, has been an issue. And of course, the position of CITN has been that derivation should not be seen purely as an economic matter or economic variable. When you look at the country, there are other things to be considered. And to that extent, you look at the social aspect of what is going on in the country, you need to balance it. Look at the political, you need to balance it. And we say no state wins in Nigeria if every other state is not winning. So to that extent, I agree with the wisdom of the president asking the Minister of Justice to come in. I agree with the wisdom of the Senate and the House of Rep to suspend so that there will be further deliberation. We lose nothing by making the bill very good. It is not yet a perfect document, even though I've not seen any perfect document anywhere. But we can, by bringing people to offer their perspective in various forms, the document has only one way to go, and to make it better. And to that extent, the derivation, which has generated a lot of comment and reservations, to be looked into. And we agree to this. All Nigerians, everyone in Nigeria should be winner in this bill, and anything that is done towards that end should be appreciated.
What do you have to say about consultation? Though Taiwo Yedele, the head of the committee, has said that there was widespread consultations before they even came up with these recommendations. But even the governors are saying that some governors are saying they were not widely consulted, that they need to still do more consultations. There are issues around now brewing around getting the Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Allocation Commission involved. Perhaps they were not involved. The attorney generals of the various states in Nigeria should be involved and all of that. What do you think about that?
Well, you see, in a way, we are happy that even the controversy is, at the end of the day, there's going to be positive aspect that will arise from these controversies that we are having. Taxation has come to the front burner. Everybody is discussing about it. And CITN has been saying this over the years. Let us have tax culture, tax paying culture in the country. If you mention taxation to some people, it's like you are speaking Greek. But now everybody is discussing it. So that's even a good development ahead of the bill being passed and signed into law. So everybody, once this bill is passed, everybody will be aware of what is going on. So it's a kind of publicity, even though it was not meant to be. But now that it be put upon us as a country, it's a good development. Now, talking about consultation, I know as a technocrat, a lot of consultation went into this. But the truth is that you can't ignore the political leaders in the country. You can't ignore the governors. They are the ones running the state. You can't ignore the subnationals. Even though they were reached out to, I'm aware of that. I'm aware of the various Internal Revenue Service chairmen who participated and the likes. But beyond that, we need the buy-in of the political leaders. And that we recommend to our dear president this time around. Because the benefits are enormous. It's not just tax bill. It's like a kind of ease of doing business bill that will sanitize the tax space, enable the business people to thrive. Once they thrive, there will be money to pay to the government. So this is actually the way to go. The developed country, this is the way they have handled their taxation. So we agree. But the president, and I tell my colleague, if the president, the moment you can get breaking news. The president is meeting with the National Assembly leaders, governors, and before you know it, all this will be resolved. So we want more consultation at the political leaders level. That is what we recommend.
Ms. Agbeluyi, as we round off this interview, do you think that politics is trumping economic sense with this bill? The politicians are having their way already.
Politics, let's be realistic. Politics is everywhere, even in our various home. And but as we talk of politics that is playing its role in the bill, we want us to keep our eyes on the ball. So once we keep our eyes on the ball, because Nigeria is the focus. Nobody should be proud of Nigeria that is not properly rated among the Committee of Nations. So we can't deny the place of politics. But once we have our eyes on the ball and we tidy up whatever loose end that has to be, and I agree there are. So once these are done, then we'll be good to go. Politics will continue to be.
Which loose ends do you think they are? Because you just said you agree there are loose ends. As the president of the Institute of Taxation in Nigeria, what loose ends do you think should be tied?
I mentioned in the course of my explanation earlier that derivation is not purely an economic matter. It has the social aspect.
Yes, I heard that. I was thinking that you had other loose ends to mention.
Well, I'll give you an example. The exemption. Some people, some states have complained that the exemption threshold is high. And so if we exempt people having this amount of money as income from paying taxes, who will be left to pay taxes in their state. But what we say is that in any country where you see good payment of taxes, the top earners in those countries are the people who actually make this payment. So there are, in this area, we need a lot of statistic data to bring out to the those who are asking questions to know that you don't have the people collecting 70,000, which is a paltry amount of money, paying taxes. But some people still hold strongly to this position that they need to pay because there are majorly two school of thought. Some people believe even if you earn 20,000, if you contribute by way of making payment to the government, it gives you sense of belonging. That is the argument, and that everybody must pay something to the poor. And that people say, okay, let the poor breathe, if I can use that, and so exempt them from paying taxes. So by the time we put these two together, and even some other matters, we'll be good to go.
Okay, I think we'll leave it at that now. Mr. Agbeluyi, thank you very much for joining us this morning from Kigali, the capital of Rwanda. We'll continue to monitor the situation closely. Of course, tax reform bills are very important and a very significant one at that for Nigeria's economy. So thank you very much and have a good day.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
All right, I've been speaking with Samuel Agbeluyi, who is the president of CITN in Nigeria. Thank you for watching. In case this is your first time watching us, thank you. Don't subscribe to the channel, drop your comments as well as like, and most of all, share our content.